Right, welcome to the franchise time machine. Jeff the Jar, our guest of honor tonight, is in the chat with the bat flip emote. Gotta like that. So I am excited to be back into community games in the base game. Jeff the Jar, thank you for your channel point redemption. These games are open to anyone in the channel who saves up enough channel points to play. It's just a kind of way to build the community. Channel points don't cost anything. I don't make anything from it. It's just you get them by watching the stream. Uh, Now you do get them faster if you subscribe, and I also have a lower point redemption amount for subscribers. But other than that, anyone can play. So tonight's game is the low ball version of a game that has gotten way more popular than I ever thought it would be. But it's great. It's called Creator Roster. We use the player creation engine in the base game to make players for our teams. So here's how we play the. Well, maybe I should go over the instructions after uh, Ezra raids it. He is wrapping up his stream. If you, uh, well, I'll be promoting him to nobody other than Jeff, who already knows Ezra Denny. So we will we'll hold off on that. Let's put the leaderboard up. We'll take a look at what Jeff the Jar is shooting for tonight. Let's see. There we go. We resize this a little bit so you can see the whole thing. All right, here we are. So let's just go ahead and start putting Jeff the Jar in here. And the Cleveland Spiders. Spiders. All right, so here's what we're shooting at. We have had a few successful game scores of 1. We know that you can win as many as 50 games and still get a game score of 1. Max LP 80 showed us that. Smiley Face Jane still has the gold standard, or I don't know, what's the opposite of gold standard? The poop standard, with 37 wins and 60 games behind. And it's the only team that's managed to be that bad on the offensive side. It is really hard to do. We've had several manage to piece together poor defensive sides. The only one that swept the defensive categories on the low end is AW with his most recent performance. Unfortunately, he finished first in home runs, even after finishing 30th in ERA, strikeouts, and defensive efficiency. So this just goes to show how hard it is to finish last in everything. Smiley Face Jane definitely was the closest. 30th in all the offensive categories. Oh, Ezra Denny. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. It's starting to feel normal again after the Thanksgiving holiday, getting to watch Ezra stream and then getting to stream a game night with Jeff the Jar. Welcoming a raid from Ezra. Thank you, Ezra, for the raid, as always. D Block in, Nolan in the chat. Awesome. I'm going to start for Ezra for a bit. We're just looking at the leaderboard to see what Jeff the Jar is shooting at tonight. In hindsight, it is actually very impressive how poorly Smiley Face Jane's Atlanta Timids did. Um, the only team to finish to sweep the offensive categories and almost went all the way across. 28th in ERA, tied for 21st in strikeouts, did get 30th in defense efficiency. And AEW, the only one to sweep the negatives in the defense. So let's see how well, and by that I mean how poorly Jeff the Jar can do. It did not want to raid into me, Ezra. Maybe it knows that I'm considering playing other games now because of the Steam autumn sale and the fact that I'm getting a new computer that can maybe handle an actual game besides OOTP and OBS without crashing. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, Ezra, how wild is that? Did you do that so I wouldn't play any naughty games as my late night OOTP parental figure? Yeah, once you and Nolan, I think specifically told me that those games were available on Steam. I looked at my search results and it said a number of titles it was not showing me based on my preferences, and I didn't remember ever setting any preferences, so that was really weird. So for those of you who are maybe not familiar, we're playing a version of uh, a base game I've created called Creator Roster. So in Creator Roster, we use the player creation engine in the base game to make teams that we play in the 2023 season. Usually we're trying to build really good teams, but in the low ball version, we're trying to build the worst team possible. So here's how it normally works. The contestant fills out a Google form that I send out in advance and letting me know what positions they want for each of these levels of player creation. And these are the way they're named in the base game. Legend, star, good, average, bench, and scrub. You get 4 legends, 2 scrubs, and 5 of everything in between. And so, for example, if your first player is a legend level starting pitcher, we have the base game generate 5 legend level starting pitchers. You pick one, the other 4 get deleted, and we continue through the roster. Now we switch it up a little bit for low ball because we're trying to build a bad team. We get 2 legend level players and 4 scrub level players. We also have to have a few more rules just to keep people from doing things like, drafting all first basemen or all relief pitchers, right? So you can only have 11 to 13 pitchers and you have to have 5 starting pitchers. But whatever you get, you can pick the worst option if you want. Yes, the parental controls, Ezra said, because I'm so naughty. That's right, D-Block. A few other requirements. You do have to pick 2 catchers, 2 shortstops, and 2 center fielders. And you have to have at least 1 to 2 choices for all the other positions. You don't get to set fatigue settings, which we do let people do in the regular version. The other thing is OTP has corrected it wasn't quite a bug, but a quirk we had discovered while doing Creator Roster, which is that relief pitchers drop in quality very quickly as you go from legend to star to good and so on. Much faster than the starting pitchers and way faster than the position players. Now that's been corrected. But to make it fair to the people who are playing now versus the people who played earlier, we found that instead of 5 choices, if we give you 10 choices of a relief pitcher, you'll have enough bad options that feel equivalent to the 5 before they fix the relief pitcher creation. So that's our workaround for that. And that kind of thing's going to happen. We do the best we can, try to make it fair for everybody. Kayaking Santa in the chat. Look at all these folks in the chat tonight. This is awesome. I wonder if it's because it's the 4-day weekend. Yeah, Kayaking Santa, welcome in. We've got Jeff the Jar playing lowball tonight. And then here are Jeff's choices for tonight. Right, starting with Legend. Now, the good stuff's going to be down here at the scrub level. Panda in the chat as well. Man, all the fun folks in tonight. Now, this is a very interesting approach. I'm going to put up to compare. We're going to look at all of the low ball entries so far to date. Let me see if I can find that. I think this is it. Let me see. These are all the different entries we've had so far. Now, two aren't on here. Smiley Face Jane and Barry Basher um, did entries before we went from four legends and two scrubs to two legends and four scrubs, which of course was much harder. So the Smiley Face Jane entry here is um, because she went under the old rules. When we switched the rules, I gave her a free retry. And so that's that one. And then Barry Basher wanted to try the old way, which I thought was great. Uh, so Barry Basher is on the other sheet, but this is how the various options um, look. Now, early on, people were going all relief pitchers in the legend and star level, right? Trying to burn off those high quality players. AW took a page out of Barry Basher's book and started picking in players in pairs. Right. So the logic there is, if you have a legend, well, let's say you pick a scrub level catcher later on, right? If you have a good catcher, the good catcher is going to start. So the idea here is like you burn them in pairs so that at, at least if you have to take a good player, then you'll have a good player on the bench too, and not have a second uh, good player starting. I think where this may have backfired a little bit is, and this might be why AW led the league in home runs, is it's a 2020 is a DH universal DH season. So one star first baseman played first base, the other one played DH, and that ended up, I think, juicing the lineup more than expected. Now Jeff is taking a different approach, he's kind of scattering the picks across. I'm very interested to see how this works out. I think this could be promising, but as with any of these, because it's a new version of the game, it remains to be seen what the optimal strategy is. And even if you do take the optimal strategy, there's just so much um, RNG involved in just how good or bad of a pool of players do you get. And then do you pick the right, in this case, the wrong player, or the right player in that, like, it's the worst player? Like, do you pick the player who actually does end up playing the worst? It's hard to do. So, as you saw from the leaderboard, no one's been able to do a clean sweep yet. So this is what we're generating for Jeff today. He'll be taking over. Oh, let's put the pack giveaway form up in the chat. I already filled it in actually while watching Ezra Denny stream. So I think it's up to date. Right, so we'll be playing Lowball. JeffTheJar is going to be the Cleveland Spiders, taking over the 2023 Cleveland Guardians. We'll be renaming them the Spiders. Hopefully, some of that Spiders' historic badness will rub off on this team. And so Nolan Network says, I feel like I want to combine Smiley Jane and AW strategies. Top 7 picks all relievers, last 5 picks all starters. Yeah, I mean, that's another way to go too. No one's quite figured it out yet. And so, yeah, I think it makes sense to kind of kick the tires on different approaches. Um, Again, it is Price is Right rules. It is not Price is Right rules. You can be over and still be correct, closest. OTP login ID is case sensitive, and Twitch ID is Twitch name is just for so we can um, see who's winning and discuss the guesses in the chat. Will this team have regular season win percentage below 500? We have yet to have a team finish over 500, if that helps. Will this team finish last in its division? Will it have the lowest regular season win percentage in the league? And in this case, it'll be the American League. And we'll have the lowest regular season win percentage in all the majors. Will this team have an OTP game score of 1? How many regular season games will this team win? How many games behind will this team finish in its division? Will be the MLB rank. Now there's six of these questions because there's six when you hover over a team. Six stats that it ranks teams on. Okay, runs scored, we want to be 30th. That's the fewest run scores or worst. Batting average, we want to be 30th for worst. Again, that's the lowest batting average. Home runs hit, 30th is worst, meaning the fewest home runs. ERA, 30th is worst, meaning the highest ERA. Strikeouts, 30th is worst, meaning the fewest strikeouts. And defensive efficiency, 30th means the least efficient defense. And then a couple numerical, not that the rankings aren't numerical, but some more purely numerical questions to really help break any ties. The lowest batting average of all the batters on the team with at least 300 plate appearances, and the highest ERA of pitchers on the team with at least 100 innings pitched. So just how bad can this team be? That's what we're trying to guess here. All right, let me turn on the form, and we will put this in the chat, and I will pin it. Link to form for tonight's 10-pack giveaway. All right, let's pin that. Good luck, everybody. Now, if you have time, I'm sure you'll want to wait to see what kind of team Jeff puts together. But if you don't have time, you have to go to bed or whatever it might be. Feel free to submit an entry. You do not have to be present to win. Yeah, the more the merrier. So, love to have you in the contest. All right, so let's get back to this. This will what we'll be using to create Jeff's players, and then Jeff, if you're ready, we'll go ahead into the base game and start building your team. All right, let's open up the base game. Oh, I'm still alive in live silver. Can I just peek real? I'm gonna peek real quick and just see what's going on here. We're a little over 3 hours in, and I'm still alive, so that's good. It's a good sign. Add to those 2,500 packs. Win some extra packs there. Oh, we're tied 2 games apiece in round 3. Is this a Flying WV team? No, it's KR Parker 87, but it's the WV Pilots. Interesting. All right, well, we'll check them out later. I just want to see where we are. So, all right, I like it. Oh, oh, that's another tournament starting, not an update. All right. Sorry, Jeff. Thanks for humoring me. I just wanted to see how I was doing in that tournament. Oh, Nolan, we have to make sure we don't have any ties. We have to have questions. Plus, the questions are fun. All right, we're going to do a new game. We do have a quick start for the creator roster games. The regular creator roster and the low ball use the same form. Dead ball is a different quick start. We don't have a quick start for because it's a different, or it's a different quick start because it's a different era. It's played in 1910. The one downside using the quick start is for people who want to do this at home, they don't get to see the step by step of how we put this together. But um, I I'm not trying to keep it a secret. You can go to my YouTube, which is also Franchise Time Machine. Uh, any of the VODs from the earlier creator rosters, you'll see step by step how we set it up. This is just to kind of make it a little more convenient and more consistent so I don't forget to do anything. So this is LOWBALL creator roster, Jeff the Jar VO1. And I'm going to copy that and put that into a notepad just so I don't lose track of it. Okay, we're going to be the Cleveland Guardians. Hang on, I'm looking for a place to put. There we go. I'll put it right here in this notepad here. Okay. Jeff the Jar. Do you want to be American, Jeff, or what? Any nationality of your choosing? Let me check these while I wait for your response in the chat. Okay, you're the Guardians. Finland, Suomi. Suomi is Finnish for Finland, I believe. All right. By the way, did everyone see in the title page Jeff's cool logo? That's a pretty cool logo. I like that. All right. So the first things first, let's delete out the roster. I forgot to do this one time and it was a real mess. So we'll do this right away. And let's rename the team. Just going with the Cleveland Spiders in honor of, well, depending on how you view it, one of the worst teams in baseball history. There are different metrics you can use, but by most metrics, they probably are the worst. Spiders. Okay. And let's make sure that change goes through. There we go. And let's go ahead and start building players. This all happens in the player creation part of the free agency screen. If you're in commission mode over here, you'll have this pull down menu for actions. You can create or import players. We use importing in some of our other sims, but tonight we'll be using this create function. And first up, legend level relief pitcher. Good idea to burn some of those high level picks on relievers that are, just not as valuable in gameplay. Now we are giving you 10 because they did fix that nerfed relief pitcher issue. So just relievers, starters seem to be fine, and the batters still are. You get a lot of quality even through star and good, which is good for normal creator roster. It can be tough as ooh. Even with the 10, you're stuck with your lowest option is a 4-star, a 4.5-star, and the rest are 5 stars. Let's make sure we're giving you the right pitcher rating view. Yeah, this one. Now, the good thing is you have a wide range of staminas. You have a range from neutral to ground ball and extreme ground ball here. I guess the bad thing is everyone's got stuff, including a couple off-scale 85 stuff pitchers, right? The scale's 20 to 80. And everyone's actually pretty good at home run structure, but you can find some average controls here and some average-ish PBABIPs. Alex Durazo. Okay. Lowest stuff, which is funny to say about someone with 75 stuff, but the 30, hopefully the 30 stamina means that he won't be able to pitch too often. Big pitch, Alex Big Pitch Terrazzo. All right, he's a legend level player. And we are going to add him to your Cleveland Spiders. Yeah, he better not live up to that name. All right, next up, we have a legend level catcher. We know catchers that they do get beat up, so even though there are no injuries, there will be fatigue. So this player won't get to play as much as other positions. So might be good here to burn a. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, creating a player catcher. Player age, legend level, 5 coming your way. Now you are going to probably get 5 5 stars. So the idea here is try to pick the worst 5 star you can. Now we give people catcher framing here in the profiles, as well as for other positions, infield range, outfield range. Unfortunately, you don't have any bad framers here, which is one way you could go with catchers in this game for low ball, is to try to sabotage your pitching staff. Vega, Pedro Vega. He is one of the lower framers of the bunch and one of the worst fielders. And he will be striking out a lot. Elastic Man, Pedro Elastic Man Vega. Got some good nicknames so far, Jeff. All right, that's it for legend level. We are out of there with 2. I like that new format. Don't want to have you guys have to get stuck with too many good players here because the goal is to stink it up. All right, star level second baseman. So in this star level, you've got second baseman, relief pitcher, first baseman, relief pitcher, left fielder. Now, star levels, you do still usually get several 5 stars. Sometimes we still see 5 5 stars even at star level. Yeah, see, unfortunately, you got 5 5 stars here, but 5 star is it's a more coarse rating system than 20 to 80, and so what we do see is you do see some of like if there is such a thing, the lower end of the 5 stars in this star level. You have some interesting choices. You're playing traditional creator roster, but it makes it a little tough to play low ball here when you have 5 5 stars. Take a chance with chance. Yeah, he is the worst fielder of the bunch. That feels promising. And with his bat, he probably will start. So having a bad glove in the field might help you out there. Weezer, but not spelt like the band, spelt like a weasel, but with an R at the end. That's interesting. Star level Chance Litzenberg. Chance Weezer Litzenberg. All right, next up, a star level relief pitcher. And again, you'll get 10 of these because they've boosted what we get here. Now, again, at this level, at star, we used to see a few 3.5s. That's why we increased it to 10 here. There you go. You got a 3.5, a 2.5. Outstanding. Let's get you over the pitching ratings. A 4-star, the rest are 4.5, and you even got a 5-star in here. You can see how much they boosted these relief pitchers. We and what's happening forward when we would just do 5, we would see, like you might see these and not see any of the 3.5 or 2.5. So 10 seemed like the sweet spot. Yeah, Galarza, you were made for this team. Is that the official choice, Jeff? All right. David Galarza, welcome to the team. Way to burn a star level there. That was a great use of a star level. This is what we like to see at these high levels to get out of there without any real asset to the roster. Yeah, not a good nickname, but you got a real good bad profile there. Especially for star level. You definitely like did a great job burning a star level there. Okay, star level first baseman now coming your way. Again, 5 5 stars. But I think you are going to see these are not quite the 5 stars you might see at legend level. At least some of them. Some of them will be. For a second, I thought Paul Bellamy was the name of that actor, but I think that's Paul Bettany. I'm thinking of. the I think he's like British. Gogarty. That's a heck of a name too. He doesn't even need a nickname. Gogarty. 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 Beefsteak. Oh, the nicknames are back with a vengeance. Dave Beefsteak Gogarty. Wow. What a nickname. Beefsteak. All right. Like that. Definitely like that. All right. Next up is a star level, another relief pitcher. Let's see if we can burn another star level here. That would be nice. 10 of these again. Try to make it fair. There you go. A 3.5 star, some 4 stars. Let's get the pitching ratings back up here. Wow. Even for the 3.5 and 4 stars, look at this stuff in this group. That is some crazy stuff. Medina. Yeah. I think that's as not as clearly bad as the other dude, but I think this is the best you can do here. Average P BABIP in control, try to offset that 75 stuff. The lower stamina I think is helpful too. Okay, and the last at the star level is going to be a left fielder. So let's try not to get you too big of a bat here at that corner outfield spot. Left field, average age, star level. All right, we got a 4 star in the mix. You got some questionable defenders here. Now, man, if we're playing regular, it would be really interesting to see what a 95 contact and BABIP would look like. That's off the charts, way off the charts. I've never seen that before, I don't think. Now, no power and I, but this would be an interesting dude to watch. Hit 380 with like a 395 on base percentage, maybe. Yep, Fagan. Good call. Low power, low I. Yeah, I want to see this guy play. But yeah, I think you got a good one here, Jeff and Mike Fagan. And by good, I mean bad. For star level, this is a clunker of a profile, I think. Most of it went into gap, which is not super helpful, which proven through experiments. And he's got low power, which is the thing you want if you want a good player. So truck stop. Oh, the nicknames. Truck stop. Amazing. Ah, that's great. Okay. Mike Fagan. Okay, we're now down to the good level. You've got starting pitcher, third baseman, relief pitcher, starting pitcher, right fielder. Yeah, we are. I have started tracking some of the better nicknames, so you'll definitely have a handful of those for sure. All right, a good starting pitcher. Now, at good level, you do start to have a few lower stars mixed in. So if you find the right one, you could get a clunker here. Ooh, look at that. Let me get the pitching ratings on here. A 2.5 star, a 3 star. 3.5 star, 4 star, 5 star. You got the rainbow here. 2.5 going all the way up to 5. Yeah, that's a 45 stamina and a starting pitcher. Come to my team, Cap. Darren Cap, welcome aboard with your 45 stamina. Now, one of the things I'm going to do here, because I think the AI is going to be tempted to put this guy in the bullpen because of his stamina, we're going to put good SP. You picked him as a starting pitcher, so you deserve to have him in your rotation. So we're going to make sure that happens. No matter what the AI does, we will put him back in your rotation. Next up, a good. Now that was a heck of a pull. Good level third baseman now. Now the position players again still tend to be better even after the adjustment they made with relief pitchers. And you saw the starting pitchers drop pretty fast. But the position players, you probably still see a 5 star in here, but hopefully we can get you something lower. Okay, not bad. A 3 star, 3.5 star, 2 4 stars, and a 4.5 star. Oh, oh. Yeah, the switch hitter makes it a little tough. That's true. But that's right, David Bill. I mean, the power and I are above average, but it's hard to overcome a 45 contact with 35 avoid K. Especially in the modern game with so many power pitchers. This guy's gonna be striking out a ton. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how many strikeouts this guy racks up. It's gonna be the anchor of my team. All right, good level third baseman with a terrible contact and avoid K. This one's gonna be one to watch. I'm really a fan of this David Bill. I'm hoping he hits like 200 with like 300 strikeouts. That would be awesome. Okay, relief pitcher, starting pitcher, right fielder coming now. And again, you get 10 of these. There you go. Two stars, a 3-star. See, we had to go to 10 to make sure you got some of these because that's what we were getting with 5 before at good level. Oh, sorry. Let me switch over to pitching. Pitching ratings. There we go. Oh, you got some juicy low home run rates here. Stelly getting my team's belly. Nice, Jeff. All right. Josh Stelly. Look at that low home run suppression and low control. I wish he had better stamina so you could pitch him a lot. All right. And then we have one more good starting pitcher and then a good right fielder. So far, so good. You haven't had to take on a real superstar profile yet. All right, 5 starting pitchers coming your way. All right, 3-star going all the way up to 4.5-star. Yeah, big pitch might be the biggest one on your side. That is true. But at least he's in the pen. He can't start games for you. He can, hopefully, the AI will burn through him pretty fast. So he'll have to, rest up because he is so good. Hopefully, he'll, burn him on lower leverage situations. The AI is not too smart. Wow, what's with this name, Josh? I'm going to screenshot this. Guruli. Guruli. Yeah, lowest, second lowest stuff, lowest PBABIP, lowest control. He's got the stamina, but he can't hold runners. Let's hope the other teams run on him quite a bit. Handy Andy. And there's no Andy anywhere in his name. Jose Handy Andy Guruli. You're racking up the nicknames here. I think there's something to like from a low ball perspective about your starting pitching staff here, or your pitching staff here. I think it's coming together pretty good, except for big pitch. You don't want to know how he earned that nickname. And one more good level player, right fielder. And then we get into the really juicy lower levels here after this one. All right, last of the good levels here. And we did manage to get you a 3.5-star and 2 4-stars in the mix. Oh, Jeff the Jar, that is a good observation. Sanchez has the highest steal rating, but below average speed. I like that. I like that approach. Hopefully that pans out. Maybe you could pick a strategy too that encourages some aggressive stealing. All right, and we're done with a good level. I think you dodged some bullets there. Managed to not pick up any superstars, which is the what you hope for going through those upper levels. Now we get into the heart of your team here, so you get into average, bench, and scrub. All right, entering the average round, you have a starting pitcher, a center fielder, a first baseman, a starting pitcher, and a left fielder. Average age, average quality, and five starting pitchers. Ooh, whoa, these are some gems. And by gems, I mean pieces of crap. Three 1.5 stars and two 2.5 stars. You usually see at least a 3 star at this level, but these are some nice options here. Tempted by Hector and his extreme fly ball. Oh yeah, yep. Extreme fly ball, 45 home run suppression. But we'll go with Luis Santana. Yep, the low stuff. I mean that 35 stuff. It's hard to pass up any of these 35 stuff options. So yeah, I agree with you. I think Luis Santana is a good way to go here. And the 45 P BABIP too. Let's not forget about that. Yeah, this is a real and good. I mean, a terrible pick here at average level. Maybe one of the worst we've ever seen. And of course, I mean that as a compliment. Okay, next up, an average level center fielder. Now, the position players are not going to be as bad, but you have 5 shots, so you might still get a bad one in there. That's the hope. All right, a 2.5 star and three 3 stars. 3 stars kind of what we expect here. You got some bad eye, a little bit of weak power here. You got some lower contact numbers. Fernando Guzman. All right, adding Guzman in, no nickname. Yeah, you're going for the run yourself out of innings approach. I like that. I'm very interested to see how that goes. All right, next up is an average level first baseman. Average age, average quality, five of them. Oh, nice. Three 2.5 stars, a 3 star, and a 3.5 star. Yeah, Ramirez jumps out at me too. All these other guys have decent contact, but having that 50 contact, I think, will be nice. All right, and then we've got another average level starting pitcher. Now, you got a great set of options last time. I don't know if we'll be able to equal that, but let's hope we can give you another clunker in the mix here. Yeah, no 1.5 stars this time, but two stars, two 2.5 stars. That's about as well as we can do for you. And you got a 4 star in there, but enough low one options to take that one out of the mix there. This group goes to show you how awesomely bad that other group was, because that was at the same level. Danny Blanco, you're my long reliever. Get in there for 4 innings of work. I don't know how this guy's a 2 star. He's got below average stuff, below average PBAP, and well below average control. This guy should be a 1.5. This guy's a steal at average. Real nice pick here, I think. All right, last pick at this level is a left fielder. All right, let's get just one clunker in the bunch. That's all we need. There you go. A 2 star, two 2.5 stars, a 3 star, and a 3.5 star. Let's get you some batting ratings here. There you go. Ooh, some interesting profiles here. I think Jeff's been getting pretty lucky with the dice rolls in some of these player pools. And by lucky, I mean unlucky, as in pulling some bad options. Lewis, John Lewis. Yeah, I really like the low power and eye here. You got to live with a 60 contact, but I'll take the rest of this profile. The nerve power is great. Yeah, I agree, Jeff. Exactly. The high contact is a little rough, but you can't pass up 35 power in a corner outfield spot. Yeah. And that's the last of your average picks. So you got out of there pretty nicely. Let's just do a roster check to make sure you should have at this point 17 players. Yeah. And oh, Luis Santana, I forgot to label. I think you just grab. Yeah, this was that really bad average level starting pitcher, right? Yeah. There are two average level starting pitchers. This is one of them. Yeah. Let me. Sometimes if you don't hit enter when you change the name in editor, it will not save the change. So let's go down and up. There we go. It did save that time. That's why I do this check-in to make sure we have the right number of players and that everyone has their labels. Yeah, and 17. 5, 5, 5, and 2. All right, we're now going ahead into 5 bench and 4 scrub, and then we're ready to play. All right, first up at the bench level, a shortstop. Real nice to not have had a shortstop yet. So this will be potentially a starting shortstop. Hopefully we can give you a real stinker here. Very possible at the bench level. Oh, yes. These are some brutal starting shortstops. I don't think you can even call Justin Hartman a shortstop with his 45 defense, but here he is. 2 1.5 stars and 3 2 stars. We see a 20 power make its appearance. We see a 45 defense. We see everyone's got below average power and eye. Oh, Hartman is in line to steal some bases and terrible defense. Low speed, high stealing, bad defense. Fits right into your strategy, I think. Justin Hartman. And as your first shortstop, this is your potential starter. So your other one's a scrub. So this guy, you can pretty much count on this guy starting, which is nice. Real nice. Just make sure I hit enter here. All right, next up at the bench level, we have a starting pitcher. Oh, let's see what we can get you here. Oops. Oh, not average, bench. Oh, average age, bench level. All right, come on, stinker. Oh my goodness, a half star. Are you kidding me? A half star pitcher. 3 1.5 stars and a 2 star. Is Tony Blanco Danny Blanco's brother? Do you have brothers in the rotation? Tony Blanco is a stinker. 30 stuff, 45 PML of eight control. The best thing he has is average home run suppression. It's good. He holds runners because he has lots of practice at putting them on base. A 1.5 star starting pitcher. That is awesome. All right. Now, just to confirm, yeah, Tony Blanco and Danny Blanco, the Blanco brothers in the rotation. That's awesome. Let's see them with their stars. To- Danny, the younger brother, the superior pitcher of the two with 2 stars and 45 stuff. Older brother Tony with the 30 stuff. Oh, that's so good. That's awesome. All right. Next up, you have 2 relief pitchers coming at you. Ten each. Ooh, nice. A 1 star, a bunch of 1.5 stars, and a few 2 stars. Now, there's a lot to look at here, but I will say, don't just always go for the low stars. There are some other profiles I think that are worth looking at here. Mario Gonzalez. All right, let's check him out here. Yeah, the 30 home run suppression, extreme fly ball. I really like that with the 30 control. There are lots of ways to get on here. There's the 35 stuff guys, Mendoza and Albor. I really like this 20 home run suppression dude, but I think Mario Gonzalez is a solid pick here. And with that 45 stamina, I think the AI is going to be tempted to throw him because he'll be rested. Real good pickup here, I think. And by good, I mean bad. It gets confusing commentating for low ball. Okay, one more bench relief pitcher and then a bench right fielder. All right, 10 of these. Ooh, 101. That'd be something else. Ooh, all 1.5 stars. Interesting. Interesting. Lots of different options here, though. And we see some 20s start popping up. We got a 20 control. We got a 20 home run suppression. Wish I had more stamina, but we'll go with Sprague. Yeah, the 20 home run suppression is pretty insane. Walt Sprague, welcome to the team. All right. Did we just do two bench relievers or just one so far? Oh, Mario was the other one. Yeah, so we did the two. So next up is a bench level right fielder and then on to the scrubs. All right. That is a batter. There we go. Three 1.5 stars and two 2 stars. Should be a pretty good collection of stiffs here. No power in this crew. That's good. Corner outfielder group with no power. You're off to a good start already there. Josh Jones fits into your team. Yep. I think that's a good call. Very below average across the board. And the low fielding. And the low speed, high steal profile that you're going for. I like that. Run yourself out of some innings there. All right. On to the scrub level. 4 scrub level picks coming here. Catcher, center fielder, closer, and shortstop. All right. 5 scrub level catchers. What are these going to look like? Oof. two half stars, a 1 star, and two 1.5 stars. You've got a great framer, two great framers, and the rest are pretty bad. No one's got power. Archer Charno, you lovable oaf. Oh, 70 steel, 30 speed. You know what? The 35 contact, 25 power combo is amazing. Dude can't hit a lick. All right. So when your starting catcher needs a break, which is pretty often, you've got this guy creating a black hole in your lineup. All right, second scrub level player is a center fielder. JeffTheJar says, I'm either going to somehow lead the league in stolen bases and thwart my plan, or this will be a hilarious number of caught stealing. Yes, I hope it's the latter. Ooh, a half-star center fielder, three 1.5 stars, and a 2 star. We go straight from half-star to 1.5 star. Now, the half-star is going to get attention, but let's look at these 25 defensive center fielders, too. Like Jaheim Baker. The half star guy is two hats. Yeah, this is why it pays to look beyond the stars. Jaheim Baker, a 25 defensive center fielder with 30 power. Great, great backup center fielder. Nerfs your lineup and your defense every time he has to play. I love this pick. All right, we've got a closer and a shortstop left. I can't wait to see the scrub level shortstop. But club level, scrub level closers would be pretty entertaining too. Oh, the suspense. We have to switch over to all players and then switch over to. Oh, I'm supposed to give you 10 of these. Let me give you five more. There we go. Yeah, you can see what happens when you just have five, right? You didn't have any of these 1 stars, so that's why we go to 10 now for the relievers. This is, and you would have had 1 stars in the old reliever pool before they beefed them up. So this is, I feel like this is very fair way to offset that improvement that they made. Now, look, I think the improvement's great for things like the Red Rock League, where Dr. Dynastic is making players for people. I think having those nerf relief pitchers really sucked. So it's a great change. It just throws off our little game a little bit, but I think we found a good workaround for it. Adrian Siri. Yes, that 25 red home run rate really stands out, along with the 30 control. That guy's a gem. And again, this is why you don't just look at the stars, right? He's a 1.5 star. I think he's clearly the worst pitcher here. All is attracted to extreme fly ball. Yeah, that's the anti Ezra Denny approach. When was going high, he was going lots of ground ball pitchers. If you're going low, I think it makes sense to go extreme fly ball when you can. Man, this guy's profile is awesome for low ball. I hope the AI keeps him a closer. I doubt it will, but that would be awesome. All right, last up is going to be a scrub level shortstop. Now, Smiley Face Jane set the bar very high, or I guess very low, with a shortstop that hit 084 for an entire major league season. I don't know that we'll ever see that equaled again. That was awesome. The best part is she was strategic about it, so the guy started. He was that bad, and he started because uh, of the way Smiley Face Jane planned out the picks. So it was pretty incredible. All right, we got two half stars, a 1 star, and two 1.5 stars. All right, so no one's got power, but you got a couple 20 powers here. You got a 25 defender. Several different ways you can go here. You got a couple 35 contact guys. I mean, 35 contact is atrocious. Pat Strachan. Oh, yeah, this is a super flat profile with terrible defense. And he's got that speed stealing that fits your theme. Yep. Yep. All right. All right. Now, let's take a quick look at the. Oh, let me add him to your team. Can't forget to do that. Let's take a quick look at your roster. Make sure you have 26 players. Everyone has a tag. Yeah. Okay. So your choice. Do you want to go strategy, pitching staff, or lineups first? And while you decide, let me update your mailbox choices. Strategy first. Okay. These are your choices. Any one of the 8 presets, including unorthodox. Small ball. Let's just make sure it's what you want here. We'll take a look. Yep. Aggressive stealing bases and base running, aggressive hit and run. All right. Love it. All right. Pitching staff or lineups next? Pitching. Yeah, this is a really crappy staff. This is awesome. Now, again, this is a relief pitcher, and that's a relief pitcher. So your two highest rated players are relief pitchers, which is great. Let's ask the. Now, we are going to keep an eye out. We want to make sure Cap and. Well, Cap's the one I'm worried about. Everyone else who has blue or green stamina should be in your rotation. Cap's the only one that I'm worried about. That's why I labeled him SP. Oh, I put Cap in there. Now, okay, now here's some shenanigans. He tried to put Mario. No, no. He tried to put. Wait, what's going on here? Why is. Yeah, Mario's a relief pitcher. He's trying to put Tony Blanco on the in the bullpen. So Tony Blanco is actually here. There we go. Now we have all the blue and green and Darren Cap in your rotation. And the Blanco brothers are going back to back here, 3 and 4 in the rotation. Now you do get. Oh, let's have it reset the bullpen now. Okay, and then you get to choose the rotation mode that you would like. Strict order, strict on occasion highest rested, and always start highest rested. Strict order. Yep. Okay. That'll make sure the back end of your rotation gets as many starts as the front end, which is always a good move, in I think in low ball. Okay, and let's go to your batting lineups here. First, let's look at your position ratings. Oh, no matter who's playing third, it's going to be a 30 or 40. That's nice. Your only backup at second base is a 35. Your best shortstop is a 45. That's awesome. And your backup center fielder is a 25. And you've got a corner outfielder who's a 25 left field, 45 right field. That's nice. So this is great. You might have some help on the low ball side from the defense. All right, let's get those batting ratings up and let's see what the AI does with your starting lineups. Okay, Mike Fagan is leading off. Now he has stealing, but unfortunately he has speed. Frank Sanchez batting second. Now this is one of your guys that you're trying to get caught stealing. Frank Sanchez with the 60 stealing, 40 speed. Batting second, he probably will have some stolen base opportunities. Chance Litzenberg batting third. Dave Gogarty. This is beefsteak, right? Beefsteak batting cleanup. And then Pedro Vega hitting fifth. So your three good hitters are hitting 3, 4, 5. Then we drop pretty quickly to your 6-hole hitter, Dave Bill. Dave Bill's a 3-star with a 45 contact, 35 avoid K. You've got a 45 contact, 35 avoid K guy hitting 6. That is a good sign for this lineup. Fernando Guzman hitting 7th. Guzman is he's actually got a I don't know why he's 3-star. He actually looks higher, but he does have average power and eye, so not great. And then Ramirez. Oh, but Guzman also has that stealing speed profile you wanted, so hopefully he'll get gunned out a lot too. Andres Ramirez is your DH batting 8th. Always a good sign when your DH is in the back end of the order here. 2.5-star DH, which is nice. And then batting last is your shortstop, Justin Hartman, with the 45 contact, 45 BABIP, 40 power, 45 eye, and the 45 defense. This guy is below average and you're starting shortstop. Awesome. All right, let's save this. Oh, wait, one more thing I want to do. I want to change the, basically keep us from getting interrupted as much as possible. All right, we're going to save this. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to advance it a day so we can see the preseason predictions. Oh, yes, IFHA, no problem. Here's the pitching rotation. You've got the Blanco brothers, a 2-star and a half-star. And you've got a 3-star, a 2.5-star that we labeled SP because we're worried the AI would try to take another rotation with his 45 stamina. And Luis Santana, who's a 1.5-star with 35 stuff. Tony's rolling it up there, 87 to 89 miles an hour. And then really like in the bullpen, hopefully these guys will have to come in and leverage situations because you only got 2 guys with really any amount of stars here. But you got a 30, a 25, a 20, and a 45 home run suppressors here. So I'm hoping they see some action. The best part about them too is each of those guys also has bad control. 30 HRA, 30 control, 25 HRA, 30 control, 20 HRA, 35 control. All right, no problem, smiley face Jane. So now we can advance a day. Yeah, these aren't popular. So if we advance a day, it'll populate this. All right, let's see. You're projected to win 61 games, but let's hope the AI is wrong here. They may not have taken into account your strategy of stealing a lot with bad base stealers. So you're still projected to score 811 runs. The offense has been hard to avoid. I mean, let's put that just as a reminder. Let's put that leaderboard back up here for a second. All right. Only Smiley Face Jane has been able to avoid offense here. It's hard to avoid. Um, I think people are making the right decisions by really nerfing their pitching staffs, and but as a result, like you have to have good players somewhere, and they end up in your lineup. But projected to finish tied for second worst in the AL with 61 wins, and they tied for fourth for the worst record in the majors. But that's a projection. We have faith in JeffTheJar that his team can really stink it up. All right, so let's get ready to run the sim here. I'm gonna do our usual three. This is the 3 minute warning on the pack giveaway form. We're gonna do an ad roll. I'm gonna refill my water and take a bio break, and I will see you back here in 3 minutes. All right, I think we're back from the ad break. I was just looking at this again, and the one thing you did nail is 1,087 runs against for a 6.47 ERA. So it looks like the pitching is really bad. I just hope the offense isn't too good. It's really hard to strike that balance here. All right, so we're going to close the form here. If anyone's just about to hit submit, please let me know. I did forget to remind Jeff the Jar that our contestants are always welcome to fill out a form, but I saw he's already submitted, so didn't have to remind him. Oh, D Block is submitting. We will definitely wait for D Block to get a form in. Oh, I see D Block is in. All right. I'm going to close the form and generate the spreadsheet. We'll take a peek at the responses before we start the sim. And as always, thanks to OOTP Developments for the packs that we get to give away. Previewing the guesses and going over all the guesses after the sim is one of my favorite parts of this, and we couldn't do that without the giveaway. So, I mean, I guess we could. We would be competing for bragging rights, but I think it's more fun with something on the line. All right, as always, we're going to hide the names until after the sim, and we're also going to hide the numerical guesses until after the sim. Will this team have a record winning percentage below 500? Everyone thinks this team will continue the trend of all of our low ball teams being below 500. Will this team finish last in its division? One, two, three, four, five of the seven believe so. Will it have the worst record in the American League? Four think so. And will it have the worst record in the majors? Two think so. Will this team have an OOTP score of one? Two think so. So we're going to have a lot of answers before we get to the numerical tiebreakers. So that's interesting. Not a lot of consensus on how this team's going to do. All right. Good luck, everyone, in the pack giveaway guessing game. And good luck to Jeff the Jar. And by good luck, I mean bad luck, I guess, as we hope for your team to lose a bunch of games. All right. As always, in 2023, we have a couple, one or two games in. Yeah, keep stealing. That's right. The green light is always on for stealing for this team. 0 and 2. That's a good start. The Cleveland Spiders 0 and 2. Let's see how those first two games went. A 3-4 loss in 13 innings, and then a traditional blowout loss, 4-18. What happened in this one? Well, look at these Christmas colors, very seasonal. The Spiders scored three in the top of the ninth to tie it. What are they doing? Fortunately, they give up a walk-off in the 13th. What happened in that? What happened in that top of the ninth there? Top of the ninth. A flyout, 2 outs. You already had 2 outs, and you're down 3-0 in the top of the ninth. Just take a lazy few swings and walk off the field. But no, Beefsteak Gogarty has to hit a single. Pedro Vega walks. And then Dave Bill, our 45 contact guy, our 35 avoid K guy, hits a triple. scoring two. Now we're still good. We're still losing. But then the other team throws a wild pitch. And Dave Spill scores from third to tie it up. Wow. What a game. His uh his speed is a 35 and he hit that triple. And without the triple, he's not on third for that wild pitch. Man, RNG gonna RNG. The 35 speed guy hits a triple and then scores on a wild pitch. Unbelievable. But the Spiders pull it out in the bottom of the 13th, finding a way to lose. Walking a run in. The walk off was a walking a run in. Wow. That is awesome. Okay, they made up for it. They made up for the top of the ninth in the bottom of the 13th. Strikeout, double, walk, first and second. Walk, bases loaded. Walk on four pitches. Not even trying to win the game. Walks him on four pitches. That's awesome. And then the blowout here, 4-18. Was this one of the Blanco brothers pitching? Oh, it's Cap with the 45 stamina. Last 3 2/3. Hey, your defense is paying off here. 8 runs, 4 earned. Dave Bill making up for his triple in the previous game with an error, leading to 4 unearned runs. Jeez. And then Mario Gonzalez out of the pen, 2 1/3, 5 earned runs. Fantastic. And then Sprague, not to be outdone, says, "Hold my beer, Gonzalez. 1/3, 5 earned, 135 ERA." What happened in this inning? What inning was it? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Cap finishes the third, starts the fourth. Must be the eighth. Ah, Tugi, welcome in. Oh my goodness, did it not go well? Did college football not go well for Tugi? Well, this might make you feel better. Here's what we're doing tonight. We're playing the low ball version of our creator roster team, where our community member JeffTheJar is trying to build the worst team possible. So we use the player creation engine in the park baseball, and he gets to pick a certain number of positions for each level of player created. Right, so it creates you legend, star, good, average, bench, and scrub level players. Well, you get 2 legend, 4 scrub, 5 of the rest. Jeff tries to pick the worst player of each group. We delete the others, and then that's who we send into the 2023 season. And we were just looking at the box score of game 2 of the season, where his team lost 4-18, and one of his bullpen studs through 1/3 of an inning gave up 5 earned runs for a 135 ERA to start the season. So that would have happened in the 8th inning. He was starting the 8th inning. Let's see what happened in the 8th inning there. We'll go to the game log. Bottom of the 8th is what we want. No. It must have been in the 7th then. Oh, yeah, here we go. Look at this long recap. Mike Ford walks. They bring in Sprague. Okay, this is where Sprague comes in. He inherited a runner, immediately gives up a walk and a single, and another single. Okay, yeah. A single to Julio Rodriguez gets a strikeout. Teoscar goes down swinging, gives up another walk. Then Ty France comes up and hits a grand slam. That's awesome. And then Adrian Siri comes in. So the grand slam is what really led to that 135 ERA. All right, Jeff the Jar, that's a real good start to your season. That was March. March is always short in 2023. First full month is April. We'll get a real sense of how bad this team can be here. You're racking up some wins, Jeff. What is happening here? You scored a triple play against the Athletics, 6-4-3. But more importantly, what is going on with your team here? 16-12. You are in real danger of being the first low ball team to finish over 500. Now, the good thing is you don't have anyone in the top five in any offense, top three in any offensive categories. And you had to have some ledger level players, so your closer is second in the league in saves. But you are avoiding any offense, but somehow you have won 16 games and 7 of the last 10. I don't know what to say here. Let's do another month and see if this is just a fluke. All right, you're closing in on 500. You're below 500. You're above 500. You're below 500. Beefsteak Gogarty had a 7 consecutive on base streak. Okay, you did drop back below 500, but this is a pretty high win total already, 26-29. You got to compare that like to the Phillies and Nationals with 16 and 19 wins over here. But you go on enough losing streaks here, you could jump back into the running for the worst record in the majors here. The good thing is you still have no one showing up in the top three leaderboards here of offense, and on pitching you're good too. So maybe it's just a little early, coin flipping going the wrong way, just some RNG. Let's hope for a better, and by that I mean worse, June here. Okay, you're in last place now in your division. That's good progress here. Nolan says 52 game losing streak incoming. 34-47 now. Lost 6 in a row. You've only won 2 of the last 10. You're still a 30 game winner though, which puts you well ahead of the Nationals, the Phillies, the Rockies, and the Athletics. But you are last in your division. That's important. Again, you're still clean here on the leaderboards, which is good. Let's sim you to the All Star break. All right, still in last place. You're 6 games clear of the Tigers now, so last place in the division feels pretty safe. I don't know that you're going to be able to catch the Athletics or the Nationals here. They're at 24 wins. You're 11 wins ahead of them. That's going to be a tall order. And now with their hitting streak pushed off the top three, you have no one on the leaderboards here, which is a good sign. All right, we have one more game to sim before the All Star break. So you're at 35-54. Unfortunately, you won that game, so you're 36-54, an even 400 win percentage headed into the All Star break. All right, let's see here. Yeah, and Raiders who came in, these games that we play on our stream are open to anyone in the community who collects enough channel points. So if any of these games that you see us play are appealing to you, you want to try it out. Um, you don't even have to. You don't even have to have OOTP. because I run the game for you. So you don't have to buy the game. You can just collect channel points and play. All-star voting results. AL voting. We are looking for the Cleveland Spiders. And okay, none of the top three in catcher, first base, second base, third base, or shortstop. Clean so far. Left field, center field, right field, DH. You have no one in the top voting for the All-Star break. That is impressive. I don't know that we've had that happen before. Did I actually read that right? Is that right? We don't have anyone in the top three for any position? That's awesome. All right, now I do think you have to they have to name at least one player from each team. So you will get somebody. Okay, Pedro Vega is chosen a catcher. Dave Gogarty, who hit that almost game-winning triple in the season opener, is selected at first base, and Chance Litzenberg is selected at second. But that is it. You have three All Stars. I'm going to add that as a column. Fewest All Stars, because three is impressive. Let me add that in real quick. I know it's off screen, but I apologize. It's just a quick edit here. Okay, you had three All Stars. That is impressively low. For comparison, the record on regular creator roster where you try to make the best team is 10 All Stars. I'm going to go back and I have to check the saves for the other players, but I don't know that I know we didn't have anyone not get any votes in the top three votes. Three might be the record for fewest All Stars. That's awesome. All right, let's go to the home run challenge. You do not have anyone in the contest. Congratulations. Garcia and Schwarber in round two, and Judge and Acuna Jr. in round two. Garcia and Judge advance. Judge destroyed Acuna Jr. 12-5. And Judge wins the home run contest 12-11. All right, let's zoom to the All Star game itself. We'll just go ahead and quick play this and look to see if any of our players had impact on the game. The AL wins 4-0. Gogarty goes 0 for 1 with a strikeout as a pinch hitter. Nice job. Useless. And Lissenberg goes 0 for 1, leaving a runner on base. Nice work. Was that it? I think that's it. All right. Let's go back to the standings here. Oh, yeah. Let's see if we did deserve not to have any players, that few players on the All-Star game. We'll sort by OPS. So let's look at the legend level players first. So Pedro Vega, your legend level catcher, only hitting 252. Now he's hitting 71 bombs, but his OPS is only at 57. I think that's a good burning of a legend level player without getting too much out of him. So nice work there. And then on the pitching side, now you did have to pick some good players, and Alex Durazo was your legend level closer here. 4-0 with 14 saves, 1.43 ERA, 0.90 WHIP. Wow. He actually might be in contention for a reliever of the year award if he can save a few more games. Your pitching staff, your rotation though, is impressively bad. The Blanco brothers going 2-10 and 4-11. Uh, older brother Tony, who is the worst rated, has a 9.76 ERA. And then Walt Sprague, your bench level, not even scrub level, your bench level reliever, 11.71 ERA, 2.2 HR home runs per 9 innings. Yeah, this is a guy with a 20 home run suppression. He's really coming through for you big time here. He's even worse than the scrub level relievers, one of whom is actually a sub 7 ERA, but the other, oh no, this is also a bench level reliever, 9.93 ERA. You did really well picking some bad pitchers at that bench level. All right, let's get back to the standings. Let's finish out the season and give away some packs here. You are still 5 games behind in your division, so that's looking good. Let's finish out July. Still hanging out below 400. 41 and 66 now, 7 games behind the Royals. Unfortunately, you're still 10 games ahead of the A's. And, well, 10 wins ahead of the A's, and 6 wins ahead of the Rockies, and 5 wins ahead of the Nationals. Yeah, they're still in the 30s. You've cracked the 40-win season here already. So now you're on a 5-game losing streak, so you can still work your way back towards them. Let's see. The leaderboard is still clean of yellow ink, so that's good. You have no one in the top 3 in any categories here. All right, let's sim the month of August. Oh, I saw Gogarty pop up for a second there, but he disappeared again. All right, you're still 6.5 games behind the Royals, so that's good. I mean, it's impressive to be that far behind the Royals. Um, Actually, you're now only 6 wins ahead of the A's and 5 wins ahead of the Nationals, so it's not out of reach. Now, the downside is you only have 1 month left. So let's go week by week here and let's see if you can catch up to them. Our 51 and 86. Let's just do it. Let's get a full week in here. All right, you're eliminated from the playoffs. That's good. Gogarty, man, still keeps hitting. That dude. He's now second in the league in home runs and second in OPS. Dave Beefsteak Gogarty, not doing what you're supposed to do here. You are still 5 wins ahead of the Athletics, 3 wins ahead of the Rockies. You've really tightened it up on the Rockies, and 4 wins ahead of the Nationals. There's still a shot here. You got an outside chance, especially if Gogarty would stop hitting. All right, you're stuck on 54 wins. That's good, but the Athletics are also bad. They are still 6 wins behind you. Now, this is good. The Rockies have almost caught up with 53 wins, so you're only 1 win ahead of the Rockies, and you're only 4 wins ahead of the Nationals. Unfortunately, the Nationals are on a 4-game losing streak ahead of your 2-game losing streak. Let's do another week here. You were stuck on 54 wins for a while, but now you're at 56. Still 5 wins ahead of the A's, 4 wins ahead of the Nationals, and you've actually picked up a game on the Rockies. Gogarty is about to drop off the home run leaderboard, but he's in the middle here of the OPS one, so I don't think you're able to shake him. All right, let's go to the end of the regular season at this point. Dave Gogarty, bat of the month in the home stretch when you needed to lose games. That dude. All right, well, you did go 3-7 in your last 10. Unfortunately, you won your last game here. We have one more game to go. You can. Oh, you are behind the Rockies right now. They have 58 wins. But you're still ahead of the A's and the Nationals. All right, let's sim that last game. 57 and 105. Bad, but not quite bad enough, I'm afraid. I'm worried that your game score will be above one. That's the main thing. And you are last in your division, but not last in your league. And I mean, by default, you wouldn't be last in the majors. But even if you had, if the A's hadn't beaten you to the bottom of the AL, the Nationals still would have beaten you to the bottom of the majors. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what your caught stealing numbers look like, Jeff. It didn't help that Gogarty finished 2 home runs behind the league lead in home runs and actually end up leading the league in OPS. The only thing funnier was when Max played low ball and he had a triple crown winner. All right, let's watch the postseason, then we'll look at the stats. All right, we'll just go by the playoff tree here. Okay, you got the Mets and Padres in the NL wild card, and the Mariners and Blue Jays in the AL. The Mariners win to face the Twins. It's the Astros and Yankees in the other series, and the Padres beat the Mets to play the Braves, and it's the Brewers and Dodgers in the other series over there in the NL. All right, the Twins squeak by the Mariners 3 games to 2. The Yankees get past the Astros also 3 games to 2. The Braves beat the Padres 3 games to 1, and the Dodgers also squeak past the Brewers 3 games to 2. So three tight series there. The Braves had a little bit of breathing room. So it's Atlanta and the Dodgers in the NL, and the Twins and Yankees in the AL. And Minnesota wins 4 games to 1, and the Braves have to go 7 games to beat the Dodgers. And it'll be the Twins and Dodgers in a replay of was that the 91 World Series? I'm sure someone in chat will correct me if I'm wrong about that, but all right. Let's sim out the World Series. And the Twins take it in 7. And Jeff, unfortunately, your game score is at 27. Now, it is the lowest of the non one game scores, but it is above 1. All right, let's pull the standings back up. I'm kind of filling out the leaderboard as we go to. So that was 57 wins. And you finished, respectable 48 games behind. Now let's see what happened here. You were ninth in runs, 15th in average, and fourth in home runs. So actually, not uh, not as good as some of the other offensive teams. So you you did a decent job of nerfing the offense, better than most other teams that have played low ball. Was that tied for 13th? No, it's 15th. 15th. That's 15th. And you did a real good job on the defensive side, finishing last in ERA, second to last in strikeouts, and last in defensive efficiency. Wait, was that second to last or third to last, 28th place? All right, now let's check out. I'm very curious to see how your base running, because that was part of your strategy. Let's see. I mean, the first thing we can look at is in the AL. I think they track caught stealings. Okay, you did lead the league in caught stealing. Sagan had 16. That was part of your plan. So that part did kind of work out. But let's see, as a team, there should be caught stealing here. Yeah, caught stealing. He had 49 caught stealing, which is not really any higher or lower than your peers. Now, you did finish, it looks like third from last in stolen bases. The Angels only had 107. The White Sox had 143, and there you are 148. So you did manage to kind of nerf the stealing despite playing small ball, which is good. I think the downside is with the home run leader, you did finish one home run ahead of Texas for the league lead in home runs. And your team OPS was highest in your division, higher than anyone in the AL East, but would have finished behind three teams in the AL West. But yeah, I think it's the home runs that really did it there. Now the pitching though, you did put together a really crappy pitching style. So congratulations on that. 6.60 ERA. Your opponents hit 296 against you with a 376 on base percentage and a 497 slugging percentage. So that was impressively bad. And you were last in the league in saves, right? Because you had a second lowest win total and a bad bullpen. So that makes sense. All right, well, let's go through some postseason awards. You should not be on track to win any, but let's just make sure. Let's save the game real quick. All right, first up is Great Glove Awards. I don't think he had any especially good defensive players here. So, yeah, no. Even the White Sox had more Gold Glovers than you did with zero. And so, congrats. That part of your plan also worked out. Didn't have a Gold Glove Award winner. Reliever of the year. Now let's go back and check your closer here. He did finish 4-2 with only 24 saves, and his ERA did float up above 2. So I think you're safe. I don't think you're going to win a reliever of the year award. Now he might get some points, but no, he managed to avoid getting points too. So congratulations there. Finish clean there. Platinum sticks, you're probably going to get stuck with at least one with beefsteak Gogarty. Your catcher might get one. So maybe two or three. Two achievements. Gogarty and Bill, your third baseman. Wait a second. Didn't Bill have like 45 contact and 35 avoid K?
Why do you keep following me
He
around?
did. But he hit 41 bombs. He struck out 241 times. Lil Mosey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Man, 210 average four. That's like some Rob Deere stats there. 241 strikeouts. Almost half his at bats he strikes out. That's awesome. 41 bombs. He almost had more home runs than walks. All right, let's see what else is happening here. All right, that's it. I mean, Byron Buxton won a platinum stick with a 220 average. He had 37 home runs and 42 steals. The AI does love steals. Oh, he had one caught steal. Let's go back and look at Dave Field. His 2 stolen bases and 1 caught stealing. Also impressive is that he hit 41 home runs and managed to stay below 100 RBI, 92 RBI. All right, let's see what else is next year. Rookie of the year, we don't have anyone eligible. Now, Cy Young, you better not get any Cy Young points because one of the best things you did was pitch crappy pitchers. Holy cow. Dave Garule, the only one with a fire hot streak symbol, finished 14 and 11. Now, if not for that guy, you probably would have been in the cellar. Wow. Your good starting pitchers were just too good, even with the bad stamina. 4.79 and 4.27 ERAs. The only other starters below 7. Yeah, this one pitcher really cost you the season, I think. This Jose Garule. Handy Andy. Oh, this is Handy Andy. Handy Andy just didn't get the job done. 14 and 11? Only gave up 22 home runs? Yeah, 60 home run suppression. Yeah. He had 212 strikeouts with only 55 stuff. I don't know how that happened. Man, I don't know how this guy did it. Unbelievable. Now, is he going to get Cy Young votes? That would be terrible. All right, let's check out the inbox and let's see. Hey, where's the mailbox? There it is. All right, let's see. Okay, he did not get any votes. That's good. But man, 14 and 10, 14 and 11, whatever that was. Okay, and then MVP. You are going to get MVP votes, unfortunately, from Gogarty. 47 bombs, 282 average, 996 OPS. The only guy with 100 runs scored. I think the stealing bases caught stealing strategy didn't quite work out. 17 and 4, 36 and 7, 45 and 16, 18 and 9 is your best bet here, Frank Sanchez. Although he is the one you called out. You said my right fielder who did steal 18 but only got caught 9 times. But he had the worst percentage of your base stealers here, other than John Lewis, who didn't steal any, got caught twice. But yeah, that didn't quite work out, I think. Let's go check out MVP voting. I think you avoid maybe getting multiple players get votes, but I think Gogarty's going to get votes. Oh, you did get multiple. Gogarty got 217 votes, finishes third in All Star voting. And then Litzenberg finishes seventh with 97 votes. He hit 284 with 35 bombs. That's it, though. You managed to stay clear of the rest of the list, which is impressive. So two players out of a pretty long list here that got all-star votes. All right, well, let's give away some packs now that we know how the season unfolded. Let me unhide the Twitch IDs so we can see who's in the running here. So for the Raiders, every night we do either an experiment of the base game, a simulation, or a game night like tonight. And every time we do a pack giveaway where we guess the outcome of the simulation. And the packs are for the perfect team portion of Out of the Park Baseball, which is kind of like a card collecting uh, tournament and league style play. What did I hear it was like in MLB The Show, Diamond Dynasty? Kind of like that, I heard. I don't play MLB The Show, so I don't know. Okay, so here are our 7 contestants. And will this team have a winning percentage below 500? It was in doubt early in the season, but they did finish below 500, well below 500. Will this team finish last in its division? Now, I could do filters, but I want to see everyone's guesses and the numericals, so we're just going to do it this way. 5 of you advance to the next question, which is, we'll see how the lowest regular season win percentage in this league. No, it did not. Oh, we already have a winner because everyone else gets yes. Famartia. Famarti is our winner. Congratulations. I think we've seen Famarti before in late nights once in a while in the pack giveaway contest. But yeah, so first place to Famarti. And we have to figure out who's winning second place. So we have Deli Sports, Kayaking Santa, Jeff the Jar, and D Block still alive. Will this team have the lowest regular season win percentage in majors? No. Oh, that leaves Jeff the Jar and D Block. Of our survivors, this is for second place in 3 packs. Will this team have an OTP score of 1? No. All right, how many wins will this team get? Let me go back and double check. The answer is 57 wins. And nailing it right on the nose, D Block. Impressive guess. D Block gets second place in the 3 packs. Now let's go through the rest of the questions. I want to see how well the community did in guessing these other questions. These are some pretty good guesses already. Okay, someone said there's a lot of questions. There are a lot of questions. Maybe we'll pare it down next time. Oh, you know what it is? Because all these placement questions. So I like those though. So we're going to keep those. Okay. How many games behind will it finish in this division? 48 games behind. Oh, D Block again. 1 away. What a guess. All right, what will be the ranking in runs scored? They ranked 9th in runs scored. Jeff the Jar, very close with 7. Batting average, they ranked 15th. Jeff the Jar gets it exactly. Home runs, they ranked 4th. Jeff the Jar was close with sec too, but Smiley Face Jane. 3, 1 away. Next up, what will be the MLB rank in ERA? The rank was 30th. Wow, as bad as that pitching staff was, only D Block gets 30th. Wow. With the Blanco brothers in the rotation, no one else gets 30th? I mean, Jeff the Jar and Slife H. Jane were close at 29th, but only D Block had him at 30th. All right. Strikeouts thrown, 28th place. Jeff the Jar and Nolan guessed that exactly. Nice work. And defensive efficiency. This one's probably the hardest to guess because you're basically just going by the fielding ratings, but 30th, D Block and Kayaking Santa both get that right. What will be the batting average? The lowest batting average with at least 300 plate appearances. Let's take a look. .300 plate appearances. So it's Justin Hartman with a 177 batting average. He started 149 games in the majors, 532 plate appearances, and hit 177. Let's see. 196 for Famarti, and then 197 for Smiley Face James. So it's going to be Famarti is closest there. 19 points away. JeffTheJar, 27 points away there. So yeah, it is Famarti. And then the highest ERA with at least 100 innings pitched. Oh, right off the bat, Tony Blanco, the Blanco brothers, with a 10.15 ERA. Yeah, D Block's the closest there with a 9.75. JeffTheJar did guess double digits, but overshot it by a little bit. So you know what? D Block definitely deserved that second place finish. Guessing closest or exactly right on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories. But for Marty gets it on the strength of predicting that they would not finish lowest even within the league. Just finished lowest in the division. All right, so that will be 7 packs. These will go out hopefully tomorrow. But usually they say 24 to 48 hours. So first place for Marty and second place D Block. Congratulations, D Block. Quite a performance there. Blanco brothers too good. I don't think it was the Blanco brothers that are too good. It was Cap and Guruli with their sub 5 ERAs. Come on, sub 5 ERAs, guys. Read the room. Read the room. Come on. I mean, your star level pitchers, I expect to be sub 5 maybe, but not these good level pitchers. You can't put in the Blanco brothers, man. 4-23. And older brother Danny goes 4-19. Tony's the only one with double-digit ERA, man. He can't do it. He can't do it alone. There's only so many games this dude can lose. He lost 23. All right. Well, I think this was a good example of why I think the low ball version of this game was so fun. Just like pulling for guys to lose, and look at all these different ways players are bad. I am impressed with the 5 snowflakes at the end of the season here in a slump. Unfortunately, Gurley had the hot streak here. And then 3 snowflakes on the batting side, which is pretty good. All set by Gogarty, who made a kind of a run at the Triple Crown, and Bill, your 2 Silver Slugger Award winners. All right. Well, let's save those results, and I will fill out the leaderboard later on, so we'll have that up for the next time we stream tomorrow night. I don't have anyone scheduled yet, but there are some open point redemptions to play games. So we might have someone either play a game tomorrow night, or I have a couple of experiments I've been meaning to do. So yeah, there's a couple of different options. Should be fun no matter what. And tomorrow is a no Ezra stream, so it will be more of a chill stream. We won't have anyone raiding into us. But yeah, JeffTheJar, thank you for the point redemption. I'm glad you had fun. Appreciate that. And congrats again to our pack winners. And then let's look for someone to raid into here. Oh, let me put the title slide back up. Get that Jeff the Jar logo back up there. All right, who's around? First, let me make sure there's no one streaming OOTP because I do want to raid into OOTP if that's an option. Nope, just us. And then are any of our sports gamers like Baffle? Tugi just raided into us. We've raided into Tugi before, so we appreciate the raid back. No, none of our regulars. Midnight Sumo's on a replay, so I'm not really inclined to do that. You know what? I think we're gonna end up raiding into Ophi and Stitch. Yeah, let's do that. Our favorite pixel artist, online embroiderer, who oddly knows baseball rules really well because she played softball growing up in the U.S. Which I was surprised to hear her explaining to her chat the rules of baseball and like what a shortstop is. All right, so we're gonna raid into Ophi and Stitch. So as always, thank you to Ezra Denny for the raid to get us started, and then thank you very much to Tugi for the raid in the middle of our stream. And we're gonna raid on over to Ophi. All right, hope to see you all again tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Pacific time. I will be on here doing stuff in the base game.